Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Oh no, Kitty! Are you messing with our reality? That's not what you're supposed to do. Hi guys, my name is Letty Ghost, Letty for short, and welcome to Do Not Take This Cat Home. It's kind of obvious what the game is asking you to do, but I'm not that cruel to keep a cat outside in a box in the rain. That's just too cruel. And also, I think this little buddy would appreciate a friend, so yeah. Well, now we can start. Alright. You're not having a great day, as usual. Oh, great. Yeah, it's raining. I mean, rain can be good. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. And that's why you should always bring an umbrella. Unless it's really sunny and it's only a short walk, but whatever. Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today? Yeah, you can always try again tomorrow. Right? Yeah, you can always try the next day. You turn to head home when... Kitty! Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. That definitely wasn't a person! Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Oh! Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to the sound at all. They must be cruel people who don't like cats. No! Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Kitty! Finally, the sound source comes into view with can't speak. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, Kitty! Is a cat. Huh? Yes, that should have been obvious. Yeah, that should have been obvious. I mean, it was meowing. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Aww! That was cute. So cute. I agree. And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But if they're all like this one, cats are cute. I love cats. Right, little buddy? Okay. It's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. True. You don't think you would mind bowing down to a feline overlord? You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in the cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? Yeah, that's actually true. Kind of. I don't know. I've actually never seen like a cat in a box outside, which is good, I guess. All right. Oh, the cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. Okay, I'm saving right now. Yes, this is going to be important. Okay, so we cannot keep the cat outside, so take it home. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Aww. You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so... You bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Oh, that's so cute. Why not stick? Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Spring already. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow. But for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Yeah, 8 degrees. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom. One you living alone in it. Yeah, I guess that's all you need basically if you live alone. Maybe a kitchen as well. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long. Have we not invited like friends or family or somebody? Oh well. Even if it is even if it is just a cat. I don't like the sentence. It implies that it is not just a cat. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. Good decision. You take out a can of cat food and open it with the tap on top. Aww. You put some. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food and completely ignores it. No, kitty! Maybe it's just, you know, maybe it just doesn't like it. Did this cat, this cat is picky sometimes, so yeah. It's not like they will eat anything. They have their favorites as well. But yeah, not hungry. Not hungry, I guess. You try to not let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spend your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat, after all. Again! Why are you making it sound like it's not just a cat? I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat wraps its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Sandwich sounds good. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Wait, what did we? Oh, we probably cut ourselves. Oh well. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Yeah, tomatoes can be tricky sometimes. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just an. Huh? You watch as the cat starts to. Huh? Ah! Oh! Okay. Lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. Kitty, you have weird taste. You have a weird taste. At your blood. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. The cat sits back, staring at you. Yeah, I'm speechless too. You feel a little uneasy. Yeah, I would be too. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do. Right? Don't meow at me, that was weird. Eat your dinner, please. And no, I'm not your dinner. I'm not gonna be your dinner. Okay. Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. What if we head to the shelter right now? Yeah, I think there's gonna be some kind of, cat expert, and they're gonna deal with this. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's one night of awkwardness? We can do it today. There's no day like today, right? Weird or not, it's just a cat. The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from here. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. It's a vampire kitty or something like that. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at this strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and thinks you're food now? Hopefully not. You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner. Untouched. Eat the food! Eat your food! No, you have food in the corner, eat it! I'm not your food! Come on, enough already! You shove it away a little more forcefully this time, out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Close the door! Lock your bedroom door! Wait! We don't have another room! We are going to sleep in the bathroom, I guess. Maybe a vet will have an idea on how to calm it down? You can only hope. You don't have any other options left after then tossing the cat out into the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... blackout? Oh no. Oh no! Okay, who left the fuse box open? Kitty? Have you done anything with my fuses? Great, just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. Why did we not charge our phone? Charge the phone. Oh well. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then, why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. Ah! Wait. There's like the word kill flashing as well, right? Yeah. Kitty, what have you done to my clock? Oh well, Kitty, stop messing with my electricity and stuff. I need that. The cat sits on top of her digital clock, staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. Oh, I thought it was like, the one in which you put batteries in, but alright. And going completely haywire. The cat stares at you, it's completely still. And you would think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. Yeah, I agree. I mean, cats sometimes do stare at you, But yeah, this is a weird kitty. Is it also like saying help? It looks like kill and help. I'm not sure though. Alright. You're afraid. I'm not surprised. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round. I did not click that. What was it saying? Oh. It won't let me reload. See that? Yeah. Wait. I can't see the words, unfortunately. The flashlight flickers. Kitty, stop scaring me. And the cat is gone. I guess Kitty likes to play hide and seek or something like that. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence punctuated with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock and feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce. But waiting. I mean, cats are predators, but it's just a little kitty. How is it doing all of that? Waiting for your next move. I can surprise it by having no move at all. but by not doing any move at all, whatever. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how to know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Did I bring a child with the cat? I'm not sure what's more horrifying. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could, even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fierce grip on your mind. Maybe I should save. I have a feeling that something's gonna happen, and I want to be ready. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. Huh? A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, cooling underneath it. Have we pierced our foot or something like that? You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor, as if it had been kicked. What's the knife doing there? Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Who opened that front door? Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably inexplicably I can't speak. Okay. Inexplicably. To your inexplicably open door screeched to a halt. Okay, what a word. As your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And it's still tinted red from your earlier blunder. But that's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on, instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you left it. Kitty, have you moved the knife? You're being a very bad kitty. That's not what you're supposed to do with a knife. Knives should stay somewhere where it's safe and it gets nobody hurt. That's living room floor is a wrong place to put it. You should have kept it in the kitchen. Okay. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife. Oh, do you want to say something, buddy? Would you like to say something to the cat? No comment. Okay. When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pets slightly over to the knife, as if it's clipping in the light, and bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah! Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static, against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you had taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife. Once again completely clean. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Also, like, this pool of blood, that's a lot. That's a lot from a foot, in my opinion. I don't know. Blood? Okay, Kitty, what are you doing? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. No! Don't! But you're already on your feet and out the door. Yeah, that's sensible. You run already limp down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red. But there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Now when the shadows grow around you. Now when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Oh no, Kitty! Are you messing with our reality? That's not what you're supposed to do. I haven't signed up for that. Even then, you don't stop running because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? I don't want to. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Do I want to know what's behind me? Let's keep running for now, I guess. I don't want to know. Huh. Interesting. How very, very interesting. Who's talking? Who's talking? NX0, it begins. Oh! Okay, so that was the first one. Alright, alright, alright. Oh! Endings are now open. Oh, okay. Something happened, you think, anyway. You can't really remember that. Oh, that's a lot of endings. Okay. I guess I'll continue for a little bit and see where it goes, I guess. You're walking, right, of course. Yeah, that's the first time we're going out, so maybe I should skip a little bit. Can I skip? No? And you're actually glad you did. Oh! Oh, I see. That's why I couldn't skip, because it's different. I see. Why is the day different? Kitty? The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn it around. You tentatively? You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Kitty! You know what? I think I'm keeping the cat on the street right now. Like, some weird stuff happened last time I picked a cat. Picked a cat, so yeah. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a long alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on each side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. I don't trust you, Kitty. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the, of the, at, the, blah. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. I don't trust you. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. Ah, that wasn't the narrator, whatever. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Huh? So... Huh? You look so... familiar. Right? So I guess we're in a loop and we're just forgetting stuff. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Then again, it is a cat. Not many different ways of for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. I mean, it is still cute, but... something happened before? I'm not sure if your cuteness is gonna save that. I mean, yeah, you're cute, but that's not an excuse for the horrible stuff that happened last time. I'm not gonna give you my blood just because you're cute. Okay, just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have been in the past. Whatever. It's just sitting there, patiently, waiting for you to do something. Do not take it home! We're not taking it home. But it's sunny now. Yeah, we're not taking it home now. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. So we know? Kind of? Okay. Interesting. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. It breaks my heart a little bit, but oh, I remember the stuff you've done. You are with rent and bills to pay for. Not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could care for a cat long term, right? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. I'm sorry, Kitty. I mean, we can still take it to the shelter. It's still day. It's still light out, so a shelter should be open, right? What to do? What is this? What's up with all the question marks? Okay, let's see. We're not taking it, but like, I can feed it, I suppose. But it feeds on blood. I'm not feeding it because it will want my blood, right? Okay, I'm just gonna be cold-hearted right now. I'm just gonna leave it. Ah, that hurts. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hopes up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit? Yeah, that's true too. What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you down back to your home? Are you implying something? Is the cat gonna follow me home? What was that? I saw that flickering. Oh, sorry. See you around, I guess. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. Oh! You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. No! That's breaking my heart. No. Oh, as much as it hurts me, I said that I'm gonna be cold-hearted now. No, nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It's what's best for the both of you. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you've forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. Oh! That's interesting. I thought... Oops, sorry. My little buddy here is shedding his fur and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So yeah, it's even on my face a little bit. I mean, I love him, but... Okay, anyway, let's save it again. I also thought that like the game is gonna end right now. Like, oh, you love the cat. There's an ending. But it continues, so... So, okay, so what are we going to do on our day off? Let's go watch a movie, that sounds good. It's been a while. I need to set that voice again. Okay. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. I love small cinemas for that, because they usually have movies which you can't see at the big cinemas. And they are usually more cozy and stuff. It's okay though, you're not exactly a fan of the crowds. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. We're going to the old theater. Or cinema? Whatever. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s. Maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn. But can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You think that all of the food stayed there since the 70s as well? You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing is incomplete. Sorry. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing in is completely empty. Perfect. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on. No commercials or trailers pop up. The movie just begins. That sounds a bit weird. Pleased, you shrug and let yourself get immersed in the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you, momentarily casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. Don't tell me it's the cat. Is it a cat? What? Oh, okay, good. You gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, only to sit right in front of you. That must be on purpose, actually. Oh, that's just mean. There's no one else here and plenty of places to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall. That's just mean. Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. I mean, it's completely empty, so let's move to another spot, I suppose. Let's see if it's safe again. There's so many choices. That's interesting. Okay, let's move to another spot. Let's make it like non-confrontational. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But as you settle down, you see the strange person get up, only to once again sit down in the seat directly in front of you. That's so annoying. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all of this is. I agree with you. This is odd. Or to at least inform you that it's all an elaborate prank. But there's no one else here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but... You can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else here if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. I'm a little bit scared of, like, confronting them. Let's try moving to another spot. Maybe, maybe they sat down and they were like, hey, this is the perfect spot. And then they were like, oh, wait, it's actually not that perfect. Let's move somewhere else. Maybe it's just a coincidence, Maybe they just confused their seat, Yeah, maybe they just needed to sit somewhere else. So maybe now it's gonna be fine. Maybe they're gonna stay seated, right? You move again. And again, they sit right in front of you. Okay, stranger, I have no excuses for you right now. I tried. You bristle, annoyed and a little humiliated. Are they just getting a kick out of this or something? You've wasted enough time with this jerk that you don't even know what's going on in the movie anymore. Let's save. And let's confront the stranger. Let's be a little bit assertive, I suppose. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. But you paid for this ticket. Yeah, exactly. You've wanted to watch this movie for ages. And now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who will help you if something goes wrong. There must be some employees outside, right? Maybe if we yell really loudly, that should be good. Right? But you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and the stranger. You stand up. Even standing and higher up on the incline, the stranger is still at least a head taller than you. Ooh, that's scary. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement. As if you can sense the stranger. As if you can sense the strange anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a little bass into your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden and vicious bark. But you figure they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to make me angry? Ooh. Ah. Yeah. The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused. So, either the person playing the movie loves drama, or something fishy is going on. Oh no. Oh no. Your attention is turned back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. And turns some more. Oh, what happened to your eyes, buddy? Then turns more, beyond what should be possible, neck bones cracking, to face you directly. Ah, what a nice smile you have, stranger. You have many teeth. Huh? Can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. The stranger opens their mouth and what comes out? Something impossible to comprehend. Like a... Sir, why are you making cat sounds? It's so weird. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighted door, foreboding and oddly melodic, alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance, and before you know it, you're already out the door. Yeah, that's the sensible thing to do. Let's get out. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit now inside. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. You look around frantically and spot a crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers and all that. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. What? is this? Okay. Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. Yeah, we're not gonna look behind us. Yeah. I mean, there's safety in numbers. So let's go to the new cinema, I guess? Hopefully it's open. Refusing to even risk a peek over your shoulder, you rush across the street to the new cinema theater. You didn't realize that it felt like you've been surrounded by some kind of dreadful pressure. Oh, it's sunny now. Okay. Until it very suddenly vanishes, leaving you feeling more than a little shaken. But at least breathing becomes easier. You think it's within your best interest to repress everything that just happened. Yeah. Deciding to wait for the movie you've been anticipating to be available on DVD or streaming. You join the long line outside the new cinema. By the time you've reached the ticket booth, you just want to get inside. So you pick a movie at random and take your ticket from the tired-looking teenager manning the booth. Why is this route? Why is this route still not over? Is there something else going to happen? Oh no. I thought not taking the cat would be short. No! Now there's some weird guy. Oh. Okay, the cat is leaving. No, don't leave. Oh wow. Well, my emotional support cat is gone now. Oh wow. I mean, he's still on top of the computer, but still. Oh well. The decor is chic and sleek, and the inside is bustling with people. It's not what you're usually into, but it's kind of nice not being alone. Even if you feel a little lonely watching families and groups of friends laughing among themselves. At least there's people! Which is good. You get some popcorn, but the lines at the concession stands are long and the prices are criminal anyway. You go through the halls. Why are there no people in the halls? You follow the signs to the theater designated on your ticket before heading inside. You sigh at the sight of the absolutely crowded theater. You head towards the seat, only to be told by the person next to it that it's being saved for someone. I thought that you have like designated seats in cinema though, right? This happens a few more times before you finally manage to get yourself settled into a seat annoyingly off-center to the screen. But the screen is at least visible, if not a little too close, so you grit your teeth and bear it. The lights fade out, but the chatter doesn't. The rest of the audience seems content to talk through the commercials and even through the trailers. I mean, it's fine when it's during the commercials and trailers. You figure the chatter will stop when the movie actually begins, yeah. But it doesn't get even slightly quieter as the opening scene starts to play out. Now that's just rude! You sighed out loud, not thinking anyone would hear it anyway. This is why you avoid movie theaters like the plague. Oh? Oh, Kitty, what are you doing here? Suddenly the screen changes, showing the face of a black cat. A familiar black cat. Confused murmurs fill the room, but then the cat on the screen meows. Oh, come on, Kitty, I just want to enjoy a movie! The sound is strange, and not at all like any cat should sound. Haunting, it's melodic, and layered as if made of multiple voices at different creatures. Creatures that would probably never say. You sit in confusion, wondering why you haven't already gotten up and left to complain to the cinema staff. But then you hear it. It's scattered and dissonant at first, but among the crowd, people start to chant along with the cat on the screen. No! No. Oh, there you are. Do you believe that? There's a cat following me. Do you understand? Nah, my cat doesn't understand anything that's happening. But yeah, that's hella weird. Great. Soon the entire room is chanting in perfect unison. Everyone's staring intently at the cat on the screen. You're feeling strangely drawn to the screen yourself. But the compulsion to stare blankly like the others isn't that strong. For now. Also, you start to notice out of the corner of your eye that some of the people in your immediate vicinity are looking at you. Stop staring! I hate people staring at me. No. Okay. They're outright staring holes into you, even as they continue chanting. They don't miss a beat as they slowly begin to frown at you in blatant disapproval. Their scowls deepen as time goes on, as if they're getting impatient. Ooh. Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of people, and I'm afraid that if I try to leave the theater, that they're going to block me somehow, or they're going to attack me. But I mean, trying to blend with the crowd would be like reasonable. However, since the cat is appearing, all over the place, and this is kind of happening, I'm scared that, that something weird is gonna happen to us. That like we're gonna get brainwashed or something, but but we're also not in the center of the seating area, right? I think it was said that we're not in the perfect spot, which would be in the center. So we should be closer to the exit. Or at least closer to the edge. Okay, let's try to leave and see what happens. This is too weird. I need to get out of here. Gathering your courage. Or perhaps putting your fear to use, you stand up, while intending to leave the theater. That wasn't a good choice! When everything comes to an abrupt stop. All of the chanting stops, even the cat's chanting on the screen. Okay, that was a bad idea! You tense and risk a glance around the theater. They're all staring at you. Every single one of them. They are not moving. They are not even blinking. You swallow, throat suddenly dry, even though a nervous sweat completely soaks through your clothes. You highly doubt that sitting back down will fix the situation. Your legs are shaking under the audience's unnatural intense scrutiny. But you force yourself to step forward and forward and forward until you finally reach the end of the aisle. You feel their collective gaze even worse on the staircase. All their heads have turned uncomfortably to the left to look directly at you. The screen illuminates their faces, making clear their blank scowls. They seem even more upset than they had been minutes ago. Identical frown lines digging between their brows. That's so good. You keep going, the heavy atmosphere becoming more and more oppressive with every step. You're so tense with anticipation that you fully expect someone to grab at you from behind. But no one does. Oh? That might be good, right? Maybe we can actually escape this nightmare. You don't hear any of them even get up. You exit the theater, holding your breath as the doors close behind you. Oh? Good? You briskly walk through the halls, putting as much distance as possible between you and the theater full of people. Finally reaching the lobby, you just barely manage to catch yourself from falling to the floor as you gulp in huge gasps of air. You expect to feel relief as your breathing calms, but you feel a lingering sense of dread that only spikes once you finally notice it. As well as its source, you look up, and your stomach sinks. What's there? What's there? Oh no. That's uncomfortable. Don't stare at me! All the people in the lobby area of the movie theater. Everyone in line at the concession stand. All of them are staring at you. And they look even angrier than the people in the theater. You don't hesitate this time. You duck your head, avoiding eye contact, and leave the cinema. You ignore the glares of everyone in the ticket booth and the lines leading to them. You make your way home. Whenever you dare to look up at someone on the way, you flinch at the blatant anger, fury, and disgust on their face. You think you start to hear the faint sound of cats meowing behind you, or maybe a kitten's. Doesn't matter, you just want to go home. You reach your front door and fumble with the keys, covering with the look of pure hatred on your neighbor's faces, as he stares at you from his door. Hopefully we're going to be safe in our apartment. There's no one there, right? Finally, you get inside your apartment, lock all the locks on the door, and slide down with your back against it till you're sitting on the floor. You allow yourself a moment to breathe. Now home, your heartbeat calms and your fear slowly bleeds from you, leaving you feeling strangely empty. You pass the kitchen, head to your room, and slip under the covers of your bed, trying to fall asleep. Maybe it's all just a bad dream. As you fall into a fitful sleep, sure to be full of nightmares of glaring eyes, you try to ignore the ever-increasing sounds of cats meowing and yowling in the distance outside your apartment. Ending 17, Black Sheep. Oh, okay, so that's 2 of the endings now. Okay. Alright, so that's the 0, and what do you say? Ooh, that's uncomfortable. Okay. You weren't a big fan of the movie at the new cinema. The rest of the audience might have opinions about it. Oh yeah, because that's totally what happened, right? Okay. So, whoa. I just noticed that there's a counter over here, so 40 endings! Okay, but yeah, well, that's 2 of the endings for now. I would love to continue with this game. I mean, 38 more endings to go, right? And yeah. Well, let me know in the comments below what you think about this game, or whether you would like to see more of it. There's definitely a lot to it. But yeah, also I kind of liked that even though we didn't take the cat home, we still got a lot of content out of it. Like, instead of just ending it there, it was like, oh yeah, what would you like to do with your free time? Let's go to the cinema. Okay, something bad is happening there. So it doesn't look like there's a good ending right now. Or good ending, you know. Because usually when you decide to not interact with the danger These kinds of games are usually like, oh yeah, nothing happened and you lived your life happily ever after. But this time it's not that case, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching and see you next time. And take care until then. Bye!